Okay. I think it's live. Okay, it is. There we go. Just was not sure. This thing has been so weird lately. So I've been working on Pikachu. Thought I had lost more parts to it, but I think I found them. We're gonna find out. Find out if the parts I thought I had lost, I actually have them. I was digging around today. Actually, I was just here exercising some. Then I saw the box, and I was thinking about this Pikachu, thinking, what would I have done with these parts? It's unlike me to just lose stuff like this. And then I finally saw the box sitting there and thinking, oh, yeah, more than likely, I put some of the parts inside the box. And what do you know? I found some more parts. So we're going to give this another try. Go back a couple steps here where I stopped because I was thinking I was missing stuff. And see if those parts are actually in here. Okay, why is there so much fur? Oh, that looks like fur from my cat that is no longer with us. Those cats, I'm sure, left me fur everywhere. That is cat's gift to us. So cats will always leave us fur everywhere. Yep, there's that part. So that's one of the ones I was looking for yesterday. A short. Yep. So there we go. Looks like I'm back on track with this. And man, I hate when these small parts fall. There we go. And now this. Yeah, looks like we're back on track. I have started and stopped this project so many times for different reasons. It's no surprise that stuff is misplaced. I guess this wasn't actually misplaced because I had put it somewhere smart. I just wasn't smart enough to remember that I had put it in that smart place, which is very much me. That's me in a nutshell. Come on, little weird piece, come here. All right, there's that. And um, man, my cat's left me so much fur. So I came home from a interview Um, this morning, there was a black cat sitting um, just outside my well in my yard on the other side of my stoop, and it's one of the neighborhood cats I see every once in a while. It some reason it likes this big tree that's in my yard, but it was looking at me with a grumpy face, but it was also doing the little, "Hey, hey, kid. Yeah, it's been a minute since you've been on." Oh, there we go. How things going for you? Yeah, I had an interview this morning. Thank you. So I had to look presentable. I'm glad things are going good. Yeah, what's funny with this interview is maybe 5 months ago I interviewed with them. It's a county government job, but then I got a call from my unit saying I was going to get orders, so I told them I didn't want the job, and then the orders didn't go through. So I interviewed with the exact same people I interviewed with 5 months ago, and the guy I interviewed with, I was like, "Hey, sir, I remember you from last time I was here." He's like, "Wait, yeah, I remember you." That kind of shit's just funny. Yeah, if these orders don't go through again, at least I'll have this job. You just got to laugh at shit like that. When the guy was walking me out of the office, he's like, "Yeah, hey man, just like last time, this is a great interview." That stuff's just too funny. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm finally going to finish this Pikachu I've been working on and off forever. I hope. And oh yeah, yeah, this is a great thing. I love this haunted house, and this ghost. I love it. For some reason, they have you put a little heart inside of this ghost. That's just kind of cute. It's so deep down, you'll never be able to get to it, but I guess you just kind of know it's there. I got some more Halloween sets also, but I want to finish this Pikachu. So I got the Morticia's Cottage and things room. So after I finish, yeah, in some of the lore, when you start looking back to like the comic Adams Family, Thing actually has his own room in the house because Thing has been a member of the Adams Family longer than anyone remembers, and they don't actually know where Thing came from. And I think even in the TV show, not the cartoon, they mention it. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Adams Family, even back to the cartoon and the comic. The TV show, of course, is great and is great camp, but it's It is what it is. It's product of the time. I'd like to see that. I have to look that stuff up. Oh, yeah, the things room, that looks like such a cute thing to build. I thought about switching over to that, but this Pikachu has been driving me crazy just sitting in parts for so long. I think taking it apart and starting it is one of my first videos. Wednesday um, is pretty creepy. Um, Esther and I are watching it, and I'm fast forwarding through a bunch of it. Hey, we're just fast forwarding through a bunch. I'm into the second season myself, and I keep skipping stuff. Always got to love Herbie. I will say Wednesday, it's a serious show. I don't think I'm going to let her watch the second season at all because it is just too creepy. I'm only letting her watch this much of the first season because some of her um it's so much in the zeitgeist, I guess, right now, when the Wednesday TV show, and I'm just being very, very selective with it. But of course, I'd love to see. I just lost my train of thought. That happens way too much. Oh yeah, my oh my god, that would be amazing. Yeah, it'd be a whole different time then. I would love to go to Egypt, man. That is so lucky to go visit someplace like that. I would love to go see the place my people were forced to build pyramids. Go see the river we ran across. Man, that'd be such a amazing, amazing adventure to go and see places like that in person. I would do just about anything. Yeah, go see to actually go inside some of those pyramids would just be such an adventure. Yeah, and go see the Red Sea and the Sphinx. Oh man, that'd be amazing. Oh wow. Thought there were some of them. Oh, I guess tourism is starting to degrade the places, so that does make sense. I you don't want those historic monuments to fall apart more than they are. It's not like um, archaeologists back in the day took care when they were going through these places. They just kind of tore everything apart. Still, the beach just so amazing, such an amazing experience. Yeah, I've never gotten a chance to see much of the world, unfortunately. That still would be fun. My ex-wife got to do a study abroad, and she loved it. That would have been so much fun to be able to do. Even when I was active duty, I never deployed, so I never left the country. I was in the rear with the gear, sending people sending people out everywhere, but I was stuck at home for good or bad. I would have just loved the experience. Because now I'm in a unit that doesn't even deploy. Ah, crap. I have no idea where that. Oh, there it is. That'd be such an adventure. I'm so jealous. Only place I've been, I went on a cruise with my grandfather to the Caribbean, and we stopped at a couple islands. Oh, hey man, yeah, have fun. Thanks for coming by. It's always nice to say hello. All right. Oh crap. I need a 1x4. 1x3. 1x3. There we go. 2x4 and a 1x4. And now this little triangle thing. Mission. Ba, ba, ba-da-da-da. Good old Smashing Pumpkins. Is just classic fun music. That stuff sounds interesting. I don't know too much about the those toys. I only know a little bit about them because mostly mostly my geek stuff is um, stuff like this that I build. I have a few collectibles that I don't that are just, static things, but not a lot. I try to what I try to spend my money on is stuff that um I guess you get a lot of time in them. And that's something like these Legos, you get a lot of time. Yeah, I need to so I took a picture of that. I just hadn't since I had an interview today. That was most of my a good chunk of my day right there. So I didn't look too much into it. Red. Detroit. Did man sit here, said it on the lane of the broken. Ba-da-da, da-da. Try to go on. Okay, this is still facing the right way. I need another L shape, another orange, and a white. Man, that's a classic show, Beverly Hills Cops. Where is this white piece? There it is. Um, so it not at the L, but around the second one. Yeah. Okay. Now I need I need a 2 and a 3. There we go. Try to go on. Uh, an orange. I need another orange. Here we go. Yeah, it seems like that company has a bunch of interesting stuff. Oh, I put these in the wrong place. To go on. I need a 3 and a 2. That's what I got wrong. Is I got which part, how many of these, I mean, which part goes where. Man, if I could use English language properly, it'd be nice. English language just kind of gets away from you so easily. And it is one of the harder languages to learn if it's not your. Wait, where did I miss a direction? Oh, okay, that's where I missed a direction. An orange, and the orange goes in here, and a gray. Is that no? It's a gray. There we go. The gray goes in the second, and I think it goes here, possibly. There we go. It would help if I actually followed the directions and don't just skip things. I'm sure everything would work a lot better that way. Okay, so I need two grays. I need a couple of gray aliens. Suddenly I'm Area 51. Herbie is just such a classic thing. You gotta enjoy anything that's Herbie. Heavy metal machines. All right, now we're working on orange stuff. Aren't you glad I didn't say banana? Road. Oh man, this is where things get hard. I remember this instruction from last time. Okay, yeah. Yeah, this is the grass for Pikachu. These directions here that y'all can see upside down is making the grass. And I was not sadistic enough to take apart the grass. Now let's see if I can get the grass on. So I remember this being extremely frustrating. because this grass is very small, or the connectors are very small and very finicky. And it is as frustrating as I remember it. So these connections are tiny. Okay, I think that helped. I think for some, I thought doing it from another direction might help a little bit, and I guess it did. Hmm, wonder why. All right, now we're moving on to gray pieces. Now, at least I have that grass on, and knock on wood, it's going to stay on. I just remember everything to do with the grass and this thing being extremely frustrating. But at least it seems to be staying on at the moment. Is this how it goes? And then this? No, one more down. Heavy metal machine. There we go. And then a 1x2. There we go. I mean, no one real. I don't think any normal person really would ever understand how licensing works. Uh, okay, so where does this? Okay, so then it goes like this, and then another 1x2. This is a very weird looking thing. I'm not really sure what the point of this thing is. Let's see these gray things here. And then, oh, I see what this is now. This is the faceplate. Um, no, that's not the right piece. I need to find all of these flat top ones. And then I need another flat top one. It goes right there. I need a flat top that is a 3. There we go. And okay. Um, these things, yeah. So one of them goes here, and one of them goes here. But then there's some singles of um, these weird divot things. Hey, Bricks, how are you? It's been a minute. I'm doing all right. I'm finally going to finish this Pikachu. I had misplaced, well, I thought I had misplaced some of the stuff. And then earlier today, I was down here exercising some, and I saw the box and realized that the parts I was looking for, I had put them in the box, doing something smart with them, and forgotten that I did something smart with them. I just love when you actually do something intelligent and it's smart enough that you forgot that you did it. So hopefully I will actually finish this Pikachu after like the 3 years I've had this thing. I think that's how this goes. Yeah, yeah. For once, past me actually had my future me's best interests in mind. That it doesn't happen too often, believe me. I'm usually cussing out that old idiot, the idiot from the past. Yeah, I'd like taken a bunch of the parts and the smaller parts and put them in a little plastic bag and had the other parts separated in the box. I was like, man, I had a good idea. Is that once in a blue moon? Because I follow Army Regulation 1, which says you can only do one smart thing a day. Okay, so this part and then this part. There we go. So I right now I have actually this is the furthest I've ever gotten with this Pikachu. Because last time I started it, I stopped or I skipped a whole part that was driving me crazy. What had to do with this grass. So like this section I'm on now, I have never gotten to. I skipped it and went to building the actual Pikachu for some reason that I don't remember, other than this grass was driving me crazy. And I hope it works this time. Then if I finish this today, next week I'm going to start on some Wednesday Adams stuff. So I got the this and things apartment. So one of those will be next week if I finish this today. So I need a bunch of these little one one by ones. And in theory, this Pikachu um, runs a little bit, and this grass moves. So, yeah, really looking forward to seeing how it actually works. And well, Galaxy Kid was on here a few minutes ago. He's headed out to Egypt here. I was like, man, that's freaking cool. I like the Wednesday TV show. Little one and I've seen most all of it, so I'm like fast forwarding through chunks of it and telling her what happened. But because it's so in the zeitgeist, she's wondering what the show is. And it seems like a bunch of her friends have watched the whole thing. I'm like, no, 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 no. You're not sitting here and watching all of it. This it's just too creepy. I'll fast forward through the scarier and grossest stuff. Unlike my mom, that was we pretty much watched anything that was out. I mean, I think at her age, I'd already watched Rocky Horror Picture Show. Not that I knew what most of it was talking about. I know I watched Ghostbusters when it came out, and I was pretty young. I mean, Wednesday is a good show. It is, but it is very creepy, and in the second season, it gets really scary. And I'm somewhere, I think, in the middle of the second season right now. I tend to jump around when I watch shows other than Bad Izakai, and I'll watch Bad Izakai over and over again for some reason. Largest stone modern. Oh yeah. I mean, that's just crazy to think. All the shit they did with so little back then. They're just like, well, we're gonna get this done one way or another. That's just amazing. Of course, I was saying that I'd love to go there and be going around going, oh, so this is where my people were forced to be slave labor in building. Oh, that's good to know. So that's where my people ran through the river. I'm sure I would not be the first person to do something like that just for a bad joke. Man, I've seen a lot of theories of how they moved all these things, and all of them seem completely insane that that's what they did. And here I am complaining when I have to complaining about picking up a big bag of groceries. Okay, I've done something wrong. Oh, I see it. Ah, of course, I don't know how you get a whole bunch of Jewish people to do something they don't want to. There'd be so much arguing. They'd be arguing amongst themselves, throwing each other under the bus whenever they someone slacked off. I mean, just look at the freaking the Sphinx. That's just crazy that thing was carved. Yeah, it's a 1 by 4. Yeah. Okay. So these two little L's, and then a 1 by 4. Oh, this is a 1 by 5. That's why it wasn't working. Count that extra little one right there. I mean, we build stuff nowadays. You're lucky if it lasts 20 years. It's like you don't buy a newer house, you buy an older house because it's going to last better. It's going to be easier to rebuild what's broken and cheaper. I see some of these houses going up around me look like they're built with plywood. I mean, on pressboard. It's like I don't want to live in a pressboard house. The thing's going to be falling apart. Okay, so where's this? There we go. Okay. I was watching. Yeah, there's a new complex going up right near me, and actually, it's been started and stopped a couple times because of a bunch of legal matters. And this one company went under, and another company took over, and now they're actually starting to build it finally. And I mean, they just look shoddy, and they're condos. So, they're right up against each other. There's no separation between the houses. I'm just like, man, those things are going to sell for insane amounts of money and they're crap. No, these are supposed to be it's supposed to be flush. And look at this house. It's a not too old house. It's in pretty good shape. A pretty good price on it. I mean, the bank got a pretty good price on it, and I'm going to be paying them back till the day I die. But it's a nice house. I think I'm missing. Oh, there it is. Especially lucky because I had to just buy this thing so quickly. So you get a good real estate agent. Now I just keep picturing a bunch of Jews arguing with a slave master going, "What? You you think I'm gonna get out there and spit all day long to build you a pyramid?" Man, what's his name that did Spaceballs, makes Spaceballs? I can't think of that guy's name now. I mean, he's a great Jewish comedian, and I know he has to have done some comedy like that. He has to have done some skits. Maybe he did it in History of the World Part 2. I haven't watched that yet. I know some of it was in History of the World Part 1, where he did a whole thing of Moses going up to the Mel Brooks, yeah. Yeah, he did the bit with Moses went up on the hill. It's like, I have these 20 commandments. No, 15 commandments. Man, that guy's a genius. Actually, went out a couple times with this one female. She had never seen History of the World. So we watched that and she was just dying the whole time and was just agog at how many jokes were just making fun of Jews. Like, Mel Brooks is Jewish, right? He's making fun of his own people. And she didn't know that. I was like, really? How do you not know he's Jewish? He's 15 commandments. 'Cause if you can't make fun of yourself, then there's just no point. Oh no, don't tell me I am actually missing some pieces after all this. So disappointing. There we go. And I don't know how you become an adult without watching Mel Brooks movies. Because I'm probably not a good example because I first time I went to college was for video or film production, and but I'd already seen most of the movies they were having us watch and make reports about. I need another little triangle thing. Well, looks like I don't have it. Oh well. Um, Blazing Saddles. Yeah, Blazing Saddles is the cowboy one. Of course, one of the best scenes in that where the sheriff um, is talking with the star of the movie. Um, I can't remember this. It's the guy from Willy Wonka as the sheriff, and he's talking to the deputy, and he goes, "These are real salt of the earth people, you know, idiots." That wasn't scripted. Gene Wilder, yeah. That he starts laughing, and none of that was scripted. Him saying, idiots. So that's why they start laughing so much at that line. Because Mel Brooks was just telling Gene Wilder and the other guy to ad lib as much as they wanted because they're just such both great comedians. Man, that one piece just keeps freaking breaking. Okay, if you fall off one more time, I'm gonna get glue. I have JB Weld right over there. I mean, you could just let Gene Wilder do whatever he wanted, and it would always be amazing. And they said a good chunk of that movie was just ad lib. Yes. I mean, it's Gene Wilder. His fall in Willy Wonka wasn't scripted. No, no, no. It was scripted, but none of the other actors that were the people coming into the chocolate factory had met Gene Wilder. So his whole walking slowly with the cane and then falling, none of them knew it was going to happen. I was like, that is genius. So everyone's reaction was completely unrehearsed. It's just amazing, that directors and actors work together that much to come up with such a great scene. Of course, now the majority of everything is all CGI, so it's not really there's much to you can't really ad lib and stuff like that because you're spending so much money on the tech. They got to get their bits and get them quick. Why will this not stay? There we go. What was I was talking with Esther about. I don't know how we got on this, but I started talking. We started talking about the book "Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep" and the movie Blade Runner, and we might have been talking. Oh, who knows? My little girl and I get on such crazy tangents when we're driving, and she just keeps asking me more questions. So I keep going on these random tangents. And there's the scene in Blade Runner when um, Harrison Ford is hanging by his hands, and the android that he's been chasing it starts his final soliloquy. Ooh, I was looking for that piece a minute ago. And he starts his whole, I've seen ships ships blowing up off the arm of Orion and all this stuff, and it's all going to go away like tears in the rain. And then he goes, and now time to die. And that that bit, the actor actually wrote just before they filmed it. So Harrison Ford didn't know it was coming. And you can see that in his face when he's sitting there holding the hand that the android had stabbed so that he wouldn't fall. It's like that's just such a powerful, powerful scene that was ad libbed. Or kind of ad libbed because he wrote it and then went out and did it. But such a beautiful scene. Really good book. I got to read that book again. It's been a while. And now, time to die. Beautiful, beautiful scene. Oh yeah. And one really cool thing to watch for in Blade Runner is this thing in film called crossing the line. So um, it's the scene where he shoots this female android that's wearing a transparent raincoat. So she's running this way, let's say, and he shoots her in the back. But when she runs off screen and then he shoots her, she's coming this way and falls through some glass into this direction. So they crossed the film. Is it called the action? It's called the action line because you get the feeling that two different directions happened when all of it was supposed to be going this way. So it's crossing that line. It's a very easy mistake to make when you're filming something because everything is working properly in your head, but you forget that things are backwards when you're filming. So it's something that can be fixed in post, but it's very still easy to miss when you're editing. I mean, it's like this. Everything is mirrored for us. Stage left, stage right. So that happens in film. And it's an easy thing to miss, especially in a hectic set like Blade Runner. Yeah, it's continuity basically, but it's film continuity as opposed to set continuity. It's a very easy mistake, and everything I've read about the filming and post-production of Blade Runner was very, very hectic and hurried and shoestring budget by the end of it. And it's used now as a teaching tool about crossing the line. I think I've explained that well, but it's been a long time since I've been to film school. And there's actually an anime called Paprika that talks about it. Really good anime. Let's see if this works. And I would not put my money on this working. Yeah, everything looks right. I think I made a mistake right here. It's a really interesting scene. And then, yeah, I know myself. That's the thing. That's weird. I wonder why it's not going in there. Oh, I haven't said that in a long time. Hadn't had a problem anything going in anywhere in a long time. Feel like I need a cigar for that joke. I remember this happening the last time I built this, I think. So maybe I did do this part before. And then I had to end up going back and figuring out why the things aren't lining up. Hmm, it's weird. It looks like it's supposed to go like this. No, it's supposed to go flush. So I wonder where I messed up. Everything looks right for the pictures. That is frustrating. Because the little divots all line up. Everything looks like it should just go right in there. That's very annoying. Huh. So what is keeping it? Oh, I see what's keeping it. It's like it's not tall enough. No? Or that these gears are poking out too far. That's weird. Actually, it looks like it's tall enough. Yeah. But at the same time, this gear is hitting up here. No, that's where. Hmm. This might be why I jumped to putting Pikachu together. Yeah. You can imagine the amount of gray hair that came off. Yeah, I had a interview this morning, so I wanted to look somewhat presentable. What's funny is I had actually interviewed with the same county government department a few months ago when I was supposed to go on orders. And then I got a call saying, "Oh, you're going on orders." So I told them I didn't want the job. And then I got a call that a little while later, after I'd already turned down the job, that the orders weren't going to go through. So now, even if these orders do look like they're going to come through soon, I'm going to take the job just in case. I'm not going to let this job fall through and the orders not come through. Yeah, it's like this thing isn't deep enough. Like there should be another section because all these little holes line up. All the little holes line up. So, oh yeah, the interview went fine. And actually last time I interviewed with them, of course it went fine also. And as the guy's walking me out, he's going, "Yeah, just like last time. That was a great interview." Yeah, this shit's just too funny. All you can do is laugh. You reach the age, it's like, just laugh. Not gonna get angry, not gonna get frustrated anymore. I'm just gonna laugh. Because what else can you do at some when you reach that point? So, it's a county job. So here in a couple weeks, I'm sure I'll hear from the HR people. But, hopefully, I mean, I love the job. It's a good job. It's code compliance, which is basically um, making sure people follow housing codes, like their yards. You don't keep three junk cars in your yard for 5 years, and make sure they're taking care of their property, and businesses are doing the same thing. Just follow the regs, and people get mad at you, and that really doesn't bother me. People get mad at me all they want. So it'd be a good job, but at the same time, it's like I really hope my orders go through just because there's all this army work I actually want to accomplish before I get out. Ah, wrong one. No. Am I doing this wrong? Yes, I'm doing this wrong. Thank you. Yeah, kind of like that. I mean, follow these codes and ordinances, and that's it. People get angry at them because they don't want the government intruding on their property. And it was like, yeah, but if you keep your yard a complete disaster, your value is going to go down, your house is going to fall apart, your neighbors are going to hate you. And if you keep all this junk in your carport, it's a fire hazard. And that's really what it is trying to keep properties um, safe. And they have a wing that does like nightclubs and stuff like that to make sure they're all in compliance. Yeah, it's the bane of the sovereign citizen. 3, 4, 5. I see y'all have some problems with sovereign citizens over there also. Ours are interesting. Oh man, this Pikachu is going to take a minute. So I'm definitely not going to finish this Pikachu today. I've forgotten how big the actual Pikachu model, I guess is the right word, is. There's, you know, sovereign citizens or something. I mean, of course, yeah, I mean, a good chunk of the job is just so property values don't go down and safety. I mean, there's people really love to keep their junk cars, and I don't know why people do that, but of course, um, man, I was reading something about the difference between private property laws here and in the UK. And it seems like there's a little more. Um, it's harder for the government over there to say stuff than it is here. I can't remember what that's called now. I was raised by lawyers, so I got a lot of that in my head. Man, I know I've seen this little weird piece. That's not it. That's not it. There it is. And of course, at the same time, we get kind of crazy about the government and our private property here, since that's kind of what we had a whole war about. And evidently, they one of the things they asked me about is what I would do if someone like pulls a gun on me or a knife, and I'm like, well, I turn around and I leave. I will call a supervisor and call the police and just leave. I am not getting hurt for a job. That will not happen because we're kind of crazy about our guns over here. Just something I really don't understand. Yeah, they pull a gun on me, tell me to leave their property. I'm like, "Yep, okay, peace." I mean, I'm a soldier, and I don't carry a gun in the civilian world. Now, I have a pocket knife, and that's just like every boy in my generation and before just always carries a pocket knife. It's just my grandfather gave me one when I was like 12. I used to carry it to school. It was just normal. And I got one on me right now. It's a I don't know, it's more like a tool than anything to me. But I'm not gonna carry a pistol around every day. I don't There's no reason to. Someone pulls a weapon on me, I'm gonna say, "Okay, you want my wallet? Here you go." If they pull a pistol on me, there's no time for me to pull out a pistol if they've already pulled it. People just get kind of weird over here about their guns. Just never understand it. Oh yeah, yeah. The big thing with the code compliance is like we're gonna give you every chance to rectify it without going to court. Because you think going to court is really expensive. You're gonna get a ticket, you fix it, the ticket goes away. I've seen lots. I like to watch court cases on YouTube, and I followed a whole bunch of them where it was stuff like that. It was just like simple code compliance stuff, and eventually the people either get fined insane amounts of money or they'd fix it. Yeah, I did something. Yeah, then this piece goes there. Then on top of there is a 1 by 3. Hmm. Yeah, it's all about just, these are the laws, just follow the laws. Excuse me. Why is this part not lining up like it shows? I swear these directions in the mega blocks always have something wrong. Yeah, they asked me, it's like, so what if people get mad at you? I'm like, it's not gonna bother me. They can yell and scream at me all they want. I've been yelled at by a full bird colonel in a W5. That's scary. People with that much rank on them yelling at you is more scary than just about anything. Yeah, then it goes there. Wait, one, two, three, four, five, six. Oh, that's the problem. One, two, three, four, five. I was using the wrong piece. There you go. Like, I'm just doing my job. Y'all can yell at me all you want. It does not affect me. don't think this is the right one. Or is it? No. There we go. Yeah. Oh, what's the channel? By two, maybe. Hopefully at some point I get enough people that I actually need moderators. It'd be nice. I think right now I still need. Oh, Benjamin, I'll look that up. I think right now I'm at like 67, 68 people, and I still need like 3,000 hours of watch time to get to that point. There it is. Yeah, this is definitely like a Pikachu leg, I think. Oh, well, actually, it's about time for me to go and talk to little one. Since this isn't in bags, I kind of lose my. I'm used to doing things in a time. One bag is about an hour. Oh man. Well, I'll get on there. At least I can. If we're on at the same time, I can at least put it on my tablet and give them another couple hours. Oh, I am not seeing this red. Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong direction. That's why things didn't look right. Oh, I gotta love it. But yeah, it's about time for me to get on the video. Yeah, I'll get on there and at least give them a couple more hours. Those hours are that's a murder. Trying to get to 3,000 hours. Slowly see it climbing up on mine. I think I'm at 90 hours right now. Yeah, I will be on Monday. My little bookmark. Hey, thank y'all for coming on. It's always nice talking to people. An hour 20. Yeah, that's the thing. Having the bags helps me sparse my time. But yeah, peace, y'all.